how he did it. He was a superhero in every sense of the word. Always told the truth. If Tony Whitfield said something to you, you might not like it, but I'll tell you one thing. It was the truth. Every single time. Who among us can say that? I know I sound like a preacher at a church in his neighborhood, but who among us can say that? Okay. I don't mean to sound that way. It's just the guy was bigger than life. And yes, he was every bit, a little bit, tiny bit full of himself. But I love that. I love confident people. You know, you do something right, take the attaboy. You mess up, admit it. Admit it. He admitted it. I admit it. But you know when I do something right, I wear the medal. I take the credit. Tony too. Him and me. Friends forever. Take the credit, take the blame. It's the way we lived our life. Hand in hand. On the AIDS walk, at the zoo, at the beach, at family gatherings. Everything I did, he did. One time, Tony Whitfield was on kissonline.com, and he saw a picture of a 5-year-old boy who had multiple brain tumors, named Zachary. Cain Fonseca, is that you? Cain Fonseca, yo estoy muy contento porque está aquí, a mi casa, a la casa de Antonio. I am very happy, Cain, that you are here. This is the kids of Whitney High, Cain Fonseca! Hi, and this is Dave Canoin speaking.
Y Monday is my birthday. Voy a cumplir.
See? Okay, more about that later. Tony said to me, Dave, I have to do something for this boy. This boy was a kiss freak, just like Tony was a kiss freak. I said, Tony, what do you want to do? He said, I want to go to Louisiana and hang with him and give him moral support. I said, let me get this straight. You want to go to Louisiana and give him moral support. And how are you going to pay for that? He said, how much money do I have in my savings account? I said, you have $7,000. He said, how much is it going to cost? I said, for you and Alan to go, it's going to cost $2,000. He said, you want to spend 20 months of your savings to go to Louisiana? He said, yes. I said, you want to think about it? He said, no. I gave the money to Alan in cash. Alan bought the plane tickets. He and Tony went to Louisiana and visited Zachary Johnson with 5 brain tumors, who was this fellow KISS fanatic, and he gave him moral support. He took him to Chuck E. Cheese's. He took him to restaurants. They played music together. Tony did what Jesus or any other religious leader would want us to do. And when Tony came back, do you think I hugged that man? Do you think I told him that that's what I wanted to be? I did. How many times do you think I had occasion to hug him and tell him that's what I want to be? Hundreds of times. Because he became more than is possible to be. And I would want the same for my sons, or myself, or my wife. He was amazing. People would see him. Looked like one more handicapped person, trudging along. Just like I looked like one more white Jewish boy, trudging along. Guess what? I'm more than that, and so is Tony. And those who got to know him, got to love him. And I guess I'll let it go at that. I believe the kids at Whitney High are here, is that correct?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sit down and get a cold sandwich and have a little chat with somebody, and turn this event over to Michael Monaghan. Right. Michael Monaghan is the, wouldn't you say you're the leader of the kids at Whitney High? He's certainly the genesis.
Let's go!
Great speech, Dave. One more thing. Everybody here is going to have a chance to say something or sing something about Tony. We are not going to run out of time. Anyone who wants to say something is going to get the chance after this concert.
Okay, all you kids with me, all right?
Check. My birthday.
No, birthday.
Happy birthday.
We know your birthday's on Tuesday. We already know that. Okay, we get to that a little later. Okay, Kaim?
Okay.
Okay.